and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so in today's video I'm going to be sharing my study tips, like what I do for exams. So this is not just restricted to dentistry or people who are studying BDS, but I think some of these tips are applicable universally if you are studying, if you're a school student, college student, doesn't matter. So without any further ado, let's get on to the video. Okay, so the first thing that I want to tell you guys is the fact about find your time. So what does this mean by find your time is I am most productive, or let's say I have a high concentration span between 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, so I can't study beyond 9 p.m. nor can I study early morning. PM to 9 p.m. that's basically 3 solid hours is when my mind is very active, it is very productive, and it can concentrate to the maximum. I literally don't even have to take a break during that time. But the thing that I learned is that restricting yourself to having a particular time is not necessary. See, if it works for you, then great. So for me, it's like if I'm lazing around the whole day and I don't feel like studying the whole day, I will definitely be productive during 6 to 9, and I will not waste that 6 to 9 time no matter what. So you need to find that particular time that works for you, and always make sure that you cover the maximum amount of things during that period. Even if you're lazing around the whole day, then at least those 3 hours will be super productive for you, or those 2 hours or 1 hour, whatever that time span is for you, you will be super productive. The next thing that I want to tell you is when you're studying, please don't use your phone. Just please don't. Even if you're using your laptop for studying, try your best not to go into any social media or YouTube for that matter. Just get distracted midway. Don't do that. If you want to use your phone, if you're having the urge to go into Instagram, push your books away, go into Instagram, see what you want to see, watch what you want to watch, and then come back. Because it's basically a waste of time if you are sitting around with your whole concentration towards your phone and you just sit for 1 hour not able to grasp even a single word. It's basically pointless, you guys. It's pointless doing that. So instead of wasting 1 hour on the book, you can go enjoy yourself for 20 minutes and then come back, or how much of a time you want, and then come back with full concentration. You also have a satisfied state of mind, and you also feel like, okay, I've had my recreation time, let me get back to studying now. Also, another thing that you can try is the Pomodoro Technique. So I already mentioned it in one of my vlogs earlier. So there's this app called Planty. By the way, this is not sponsored. I found this app by myself watching other videos. So this app called Planty basically has a time limit, like you can set how much of a time you want. The Pomodoro Technique follows a 25 minutes with 5 minutes break, or 50 minutes with 10 minutes break. You can set a timer for 20 minutes, and after that it will alert you, and you can take a 5 minutes break. You can record everything, and it basically gives you points every time you finish a task, which is actually very motivating than I thought. Tiny time slots help you work better. The third thing that I want to tell you guys is talk to more people. Okay, so talk to your seniors. Okay, so I'm going to give this example based on medical subjects, but if you're doing some other course, feel free to do the same procedure. So I have this sister. So anyway, she is a doctor, and she's been teaching me ever since first year the topics that I cannot understand. Okay, so I go to her house every once a year, and I just accumulatively learn everything that I don't understand. What she does, okay, so she gives me clinical scenarios, like she gives me scenarios that she has faced in her college when she's meeting patients. So she tells me more stories, more case stories, gives me situations in how she reacted or how her senior staffs helped her out, and those tiny details, like what medicines she prescribed or what that patient manifested, all these are stuck to my head like a story, so I can clearly remember this. So this also helps you when you read that particular topic out of your book, it helps like crazy. After learning from somebody comes teaching somebody. So always make sure you find someone to teach a topic. When you teach your words, the way of understanding, you need to be thorough. Only then you can teach someone, right? So when you have it in your mindset, it's a noise, I'm so sorry. you have to teach somebody, you will concentrate better on that particular topic, and you will note down the key points that that person also has to remember. The next point is going through old question papers. I cannot stress on this point how important it is, because it gives you an idea of how the question paper is going to be. It gives you an idea of what are the questions you can expect. It also gives you an idea of the things that you must know for sure, that these are the questions you need to cover, know 100% before you enter the exam hall. Okay, so these are very essential. Please go through your old question papers. If you're MGR University affiliated, you can just Google up MGR University BDS or MBBS old question papers, and the link just comes up and you can go and download from there. At least a minimum of 10 years question paper, you have to know all the questions. It is a must, guys. It is a must. It's like the first step towards preparing for an exam. So the next thing is know something about everything. So this is not like school where you have like some 100 questions and you need to keep by hearting the same question over and over again. It's not applicable for CBSE students, but if you're state board, you will understand. So anyway, it's not like that. You cannot by heart and just store those 100 questions in your brain and go vomit. You need to know something about everything, because every question paper will have a question that you did not expect. If it's all expected, then well and good, but what are you going to do if it's something that you didn't expect? You should at least know 5 valid points about that particular topic. You can just elaborate those 5 points and make it into a short note. This is also to remind you to not leave any question in your question paper. Always attend it with something sensible. Something or the other should be there in that particular question. So next thing is watch videos. I have stressed on this point so many times to so many people, but I don't know, for some reason people are just lazy, and we are not ready to spend that 10 minutes for that one particular question, but we are ready to sit with the book for an hour not being able to grasp a single word. Just YouTube, let's search those questions that you want, like you're not able to understand in your textbook. Trust me, those 10 minutes of your time that you spare watching that video will help you, because you can like take the notes that they have prescribed. You can take screenshots of it, or you can make notes by yourself, and then when you come back and read your textbook, okay, always make sure to read your textbook after that, because now you get a better understanding, and then you can also catch those fancy words that are given in the textbook. Following this is, I will suggest you to watch series, movies related to the course that you're studying. So I watched Good Doctor, I think when I was in my second year. I watched like 2 seasons. That series helped me a lot in knowing a lot of terms and the clinical manifestation of those terms and stuff like that. So it is great. So if you're a person who enjoys taking notes, if you're not a person who enjoys taking notes, then it's completely fine, because each person has their own way of studying. But if you're a person who likes to take notes, I will suggest you, if you're comfortable with maintaining a notebook separately, then go ahead, do that. But if you're very lazy, but you also want to take the effort of taking notes, have sticky notes by your side and stick it on the textbook, like the main key points that you need to cover in that question. This will definitely help you in last minute when you're panicking. You have those points written over there. Even for an essay, you have those major points over there. Even if you forget the rest of the question, those 5 sensible points will help you fill up the question. So the last part is draw diagrams and see. Fill your paper with as many diagrams as possible. So practice your diagrams as well. Practice putting it in a pictorial form. Practice putting it in a flow chart rather than a paragraph. Putting it in a flow chart gives a better perspective to your paper. Like, it just makes it more presentable, and the fact that you know a lot of information and you know how to categorize the information. So these are some of the tips and tricks and things that I do for studying as well as for writing the exam. I have just compiled everything, I guess, in this video. If you like this video, make sure to share it with somebody else who will also benefit from it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.